Slàinte and welcome to another episode of the Crafty Beer channel. Well, the sun's out, Dean's sweating, so it can only mean one thing. It's time to review another beer. Who are we looking at today? So, you might recognise these guys. Here we are again with another Mountain Culture. Now, I did look at a Mountain Culture special beer. It was part of the Gabs pack that I had recently, and this is another special beer. I must say, I'm not buying these beers. My wife actually picks them up when she travels for work, and there must be a lot of special releases. So this is yet another one. As she knows, I love my hazies. So this one is the City Limits Mountain Culture Strong Hazy Pale. Now, only 5.8, which, normally I'd be afraid when you say strong in the beer, but 5.8, I can live with that. It's not the 7.2 monster that I had previously. So look, let's give it a go. I've not tasted it, so this one's a new one for me, as it is for you, I'd say. So we'll give it a go, see what happens. Now, I know in the last video I didn't really give you too much of a background on Mountain Culture, so we'll cover a bit more off this time while I'm pouring. And let's crack her open and see. And you will notice that I have another new glass. It was pointed out to me that I'm probably using glasses of breweries that are not being reviewed. Now, being a Sydney man and proud of all the breweries that I have, in Sydney, I think that we need to promote them all. So I don't care whether I'm promoting the can that I'm pouring or not. I'm going to use the glasses. I don't have any plain glasses, so you're just going to see the same glasses being used. It's past no remarks. Okay, so we've got a nice big hazy here. How do they describe it? It's a Citra Mosaic. Okay, so we know what that is. That's going to give us a nice, good, fruity, tropical sort of hit. And it says a soft, silky body. Let's see that soft, silky body, huh? Right, we'll give it a good pour. Oh, she's foaming up straight away there. Just take it easy, Dino. Not too hard. There we go. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good, and it looks fantastic, and it looks like a proper hazy as well, doesn't it? Look at that. Oh, getting better pouring my beers, huh? Okay, look at that. That is a proper hazy. You can't see through that boy, but it's a good colour. A pale sort of orange there, and it looks fantastic. There we go, and I can get the aromas, of course, blowing onto me here with the wind. Now, Mountain Culture, bit of a background. Started in the Blue Mountains in Katoomba, near Sydney, probably about 2 hours out of Sydney, back in October 2019. These poor guys went through a lot. There was a lot happened in Sydney and the world not long after that, but they had bushfires up there at the end of that year. And then, of course, we had our friend kick in for the next few years as well that impacted everybody. Look, they've pushed through, still going strong, and they now have a brew pub near the city centre in Redfern, and also like a brewing facility and brew pub out at Demu Plains, which is nowhere near the city centre. So, things are going well for them. They knock out some great beers, but I do notice that they do a lot of seasonal or special beers. They do have a core range, but, a lot of the beers that I see are special one-offs, festival-type beers, seasonal beers, and this one's, same idea. However, they do have a hazy pale that they have as a core, and this is probably some sort of deviation off that. But let's get on with the beer, huh? I'm dying in the heat. So, what are we looking at here? Oh, yes, that's the Citra. Straight away you can smell that. That's got a fantastic, look, this just smells like a normal, perfect hazy pale. And I'm a sucker for good hazy. Way good catch, Dean. Stay. Okay, let's give it a try. That caught me out. Wow, beautiful, lovely flavour. Excuse the cough there. That did just catch me. What a good beer! Look, that's a hazy pale. Now, it's got good mouthfeel. You can see the head retention on there; it's still there. Which is always a good sign of a beer. But I think it's 29 degrees today, and the head's getting roasted. I'll probably have to put some sun cream on after this here. But this beer maybe a bit too heavy for this sort of weather. I'd like a bit of a lighter beer, easier drinking beer than this. But those flavors, in this sort of weather is still pretty good. Didn't catch me out that time, did you? Yeah, nice. What can I say? A hazy pale. If you don't know what a hazy pale is, I mean, it's just a stronger sort of pale. It's unfiltered, and look, they go for a big punch. They really put in the hops there, and they try to get as much fruity sort of flavour out of it. No bitterness whatsoever in there. 2.3 standard drinks, so I might not be driving after this one, but that's a good beer. And again, 5.8, you can hang in there. What are they saying? We're talking about a melody of berries and hints of bubblegum as well. They love bubblegum. I think that's the second time I've seen bubblegum, and it was Mountain Culture the last time too, I believe. I don't get the bubblegum. Maybe I just don't eat enough bubblegum, huh? Maybe I'm now getting it. That's because you probably told me there was bubblegum, so now I think there is. Doesn't go into the IBUs or anything that I can see, and it was very hard to find anything online because, as I say, it was a seasonal beer or a special beer, so I'm not really going to find much about it online. But look, if you do find this beer, I'm impressed. That's nice. 5.8 is probably a little bit on the strong side for me, but very drinkable, and I'm enjoying it in this good weather here. I did find one place online that was selling it. Now, they were saying it was $18.99 Australian dollars for this can. It is a 500ml can, so it is a little bit bigger, and of course a special brew, so I get the more expensive price tag. 4 packs were $60. Look, fair play to my wife. Thanks very much for buying me this beer. That was a lot of money. I must have been doing something good at the time to deserve this beer. So yeah, look, if you find it and you're willing to stump up that price, and again, the overseas people are on the ground again, I'm going to have to pick them up. So take your time, up you get. Yes, very expensive. It's how it is. Just live with it. But hey, when you're paying these prices, you want a good beer, and I will tell you, that's a good beer. Mm. You might remember in the previous episode of their Gab special, I did say there wasn't enough mouthfeel of it, and I think that there has to be a mouthfeel when you're talking about a hazy pale. You want that feel of the like it's not a watery sort of beer, and it shouldn't be, and it isn't. So yeah, definitely, well done. Hopefully, this video will help get my friends back on board, because 2 of them, and I'm not naming yous, but you know who you are, they will not go near Mountain Culture when we go into the city. And I don't know what happened the day that they were there, but they did not like the beers and they refused to go back. Guys, they have lots of different beers. This one is yet another example of a cracking beer. Get back onto it, boys. That's all I can say. So look, I'm going to probably pull it up here. You don't need to see me knocking back a 5.8% beer, because it's probably going to get messy. But yeah, let's pull it up. If you've got any comments, any beers that you would like me to have a look at, just shove them down there in the comments section, and we'll see what we can do. But in the meantime, drink up, enjoy, and sláinte.